Go.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another week of Dungeons and Dragons. I'm your humble DM, and these are our players, as humbled as they will ever be. You may remember that in last week's session, the party, after signed a contract to become essentially interns or prospective employees for a very famous adventuring company, sort of about their own business, shopping and trying to figure their situations out. At one point, Copernicus ran off toward the very, very large Jester's Court. We haven't really discussed it, but the of the Jester's Court, it says in this text, it covers as much ground as the Great Bazaar, the Foundry, and the entirety of the Hive put together. So this is a large compound that exists within this walled-off space in the Ladies' Ward. The map isn't exactly proportionate, is what we'll say, for the sake of. There are winding streets and manors, large buildings that take up space here and there. Ruzo was reunited with her uncle, Dmitry Blagovich, after a short day out on the town, and Igor, the butler. It was eventually decided that a meeting would be arranged, coincidentally, at the Jester's Court between a representative from the Sunny family, Dragul, or a representative from his court, a representative from the Blagovich family, probably Dmitri, or Ruzo. I believe it was Ruzo originally, and one Darren Bloodborne, a neutral figure from the Vampire Council, and also the Vistani, we should make a note, a representative from their rank. You might even know who it is.
I think we've met them. Maybe.
Meanwhile, Blake Sunny was reunited with her sister, Astrid, who is a fearsome monster hunter on the Prime, and who has essentially come to warn Blake of their mother's plans to kill Dmitry Blagovich, which they're already pretty clued into. The rumor is that she's been hired by Strahd himself, which is an ironic turn of the cards, but it is the way that it's happening. And so that's kind of the pretext.
And here we are at comedy night.
It's open mic music tonight.
Oh. Even worse. No, it's not.
So the first performing is a satyr bard by the name of Dago Robertson.
Dago.
He does okay. He's not really in his element. He's maybe for having to go first. He's got a wisp of orange hair that goes over the part of his head, and it seems like it keeps getting in his eyes, and he's kind of moving out and in front of the microphone. So the vocals aren't very consistent, and he seems a little bit anxious.
Can we call them microstones?
He performs. We can, yes. It is like a sending stone circuit system.
I imagine it's a sending stone just like
that projects it
on a little mic stand. They're all wireless. It's great. They're already wireless. It's awesome.
It is a wireless system, yeah. There's a digital board out the back.
Technology's really stepped up.
Disgruntled tiefling working the sound booth. And you can see Toby Daly sort of open his arms up excitedly as you all come in. Blake Sunny! Blake! Oh, it's so good to see you.
Toby, my Toby! I wish I could see you on the daily. How are you doing, my love?
I am doing exceptional. The bar is really coming back into a swing. It's like swings and roundabouts, you know. We're in full swinging kind of mode here at the Grim Journeyman. You can see how busy it is, and you look around, and there are at least 40 or 50 people in the main tap room.
It's pretty decent for an open
here
mic.
and
Jesus.
there.
Yeah, that's really good. Like, damn, Toby,
What are
you're
you
working your magic.
Yeah,
What are you
full
selling?
tables. Not everyone's engaged into the music. And Toby says, well, we've been getting the same swill distribution, you know? That's the name of the company.
I mean, like, how'd you get all these people in here? You gotta have some kind of good drink deal going on. 'Cause I know it's not the it's not the guy on stage.
And he says, well, people have just been kind of curious about since we had this merger deal with these guys. And he points over at the bar, and there's that same wizard. He's wearing a long blue robe with golden details and a wizard's hat with stars on it. Yes, Tallow, I'm Tallow Dusk Ranger. We've already met.
I haven't. Hi.
And he's
What are
got
your
a,
drink
like
specials?
a raccoon on his shoulder.
I never met you. Hi. What are your drink specials?
Well, it's open mic night, so yes, I believe it's half price rainbow bowls tonight.
I dive into a rainbow bowl.
Oh God, jeez. I'll pay for that.
Yeah, you can see that not everybody, but that's kind of the most popular drink that people do have.
It's half price, like, yeah. Like,
Can I look around? Is my cousin here? Count Blagula?
fucking love Count
Niles Blagula, yes, he goes by, yeah.
Okay. Blake, can I borrow some money? I want to get some wine.
Okay,
I just want to
sure.
get a drink, okay?
You're a thief, my dude. But you know what? I'll pay. It's fine.
I'm asking, aren't I? I could have taken it.
I appreciate the steps towards personal growth you're taking. Have my money. Tell Niles I said hi.
Yeah,
also, tell him that I love
I'm gonna
him.
go get two blood wines and take one over to my cousin.
Yeah, you can see that Niles is sitting with a couple of other members of the Bag Citizens Brigade. Niles Everett is there, Grack, the Bugbear, and Velma Silverhand, who is a human cleric of Tomorrow.
I want to try.
Gang, they're sitting there having a drink. They seem to be enjoying themselves. Oh, hey! It's really good to see you.
Hey, cousin. Here's a drink for you. I'll give him a wine. How are you doing?
I'm okay. Why don't you sit down at the table and join us for a second?
Okay, I'll join them.
What were you gonna say, Keaton?
Sorry, I'm having a little bit of connection issues. I'm hearing everything still. It's kind of popping in and out. I was gonna say I know I'm not gonna try to abuse this in any way in the future. What I want to do is I want to try and just mage hand the rainbow bowl that I'm swimming in and have it just kind of float around a little bit.
Okay, so it's like floating. It's like a hand holding the bowl that you're.
Yeah,
floating.
like when you see a goldfish leaning out of a bowl that's just kind of flying around in a cartoon.
Oh my God.
Like, I already can fly, so I'm just gonna put a little gentle mage hand underneath my bowl and fly around with it and settle down at the table.
I think Blake would be helping out behind the bar where she can, just really trying to get in, help.
It's not too busy. You can see that they have enough bartenders behind the bar to make it work. But yeah, you're able to lend a hand and help on like dishes and stuff.
Yeah, she's just like, who wants to take a break? Like,
everyone just leaves.
It's
just you.
Maximum 1, maybe 2. She's trying to be the cool boss. Like, she's never been a boss before, so she's like, hey.
Yeah, and that's exciting. When you sit down, Rousseau, you can hear Simon Everett saying that the philosophers have sort of abandoned their goodwill towards Tiresias, who hasn't shut up about this Sybil thing for about 4 months of just walking the street, unable to engage about any other subject. And they are sort of lamenting that he was like once a great philosopher, but through this estrangement, it's sort of rumored that they've lost this person's lost their mind. And Niles says, well, I guess that it's just representative of how things are in the city. And then he pulls the blood wine up to his lips and he spills a bunch of it on his shirt. Oh, jeez.
Are you fine? I prestidigitate it. It happens.
You just float by.
Oh. Thanks.
Mm-hmm.
What were we talking about?
Who are you?
This is my cousin.
Oh, hi.
Niles.
Oh.
The pleasure's mine.
I pull out my book. I pull out my journal.
Not now, please.
Go
Yeah,
on.
you can see that Niles is he's a tall, lanky vampire man with a square-ish face, sort of short, blonde hair, piercing blue eyes. And he says that vampires in and around the city certainly do seem to be acting strange lately. It's as if there's some kind of struggle for power in the underground that people don't seem to really. And then one of the legs of his chair breaks. Oh,
I mend it.
Falls
Oh,
backwards.
no, I got that. Sorry, bud. Here, I'll mend the leg of the chair back on.
What is my luck today?
You're very clumsy tonight. Are you
Oh my
sure
God.
you haven't had too much drink already?
Yes, I'm pretty sure. And you can see one of his legs start shaking vigorously. Oh,
I think
Okay.
Blake would deposit a blood sherry near him, just to seeing like the fact that the chair broke. And it's like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. Are you okay? Have some sherry.
oh, thank you. I love Cherry.
It's just how you like it. How he likes it is perfect, aside from one fatal flaw. Like,
Mm-hmm.
So tell
Have
me about
you-
your uncle. I say to the cousin.
I'm gonna ignore that and address Niles and be like, you haven't
is it
been
your
home
dad?
recently.
Sorry.
I actually don't know how he's related to me.
Is it your dad or is it their
So
dad?
it's one of your parents. They have a sister, and he's their kid. So it's cousin. You're still cousins, but yeah,
This isn't.
it's not through
So
Dimitri.
it would have to be Dimitri's sister. Dimitri and my father's sister, because my mother is human.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what it is.
Well, you know.
I'm writing the family tree down now.
Yes, and I had the name of your dad here somewhere.
I think it was Edward.
Edward.
Yeah, Edward.
Mm-hmm. And it's at this point you actually look around and you're able to see him sitting at a table in the corner of the room amongst a group of bleakers. They're obviously bleakers. They're dressed down in gray robes. They're disheveled and moth-bitten. They seem to be having a terrible time of it, worse than your table, which at least sort of has the levity of their dynamic, and they haven't noticed you yet. But yeah, you do see your dad, and you know that this is a bleaker bar. So
What's your cousin's name?
Niles. Niles Blackula. I don't know. That might just be a stage name. I'm gonna try and just sort of
it is a
angle
stage name.
myself away.
He is Blackovich by birth. but he's yeah, when he hears you ask the question about the family, oh yeah, your mom's name is Anna and your dad's Edward.
Yeah.
Yes.
Nice.
Does Dimitri have any kids? Pocket asked this.
No. He has no kids.
Okay. Any other cousins? I've got the tree.
I mean, it would only be through my aunt. Does my aunt have a name? I mean, I'm really making you well thought here.
Violet.
I don't have names.
Her name is Violet.
Violet, and what's the uncle's name? What's the other brother? What's Dimitri and Edward's brothers or sisters? Or no. What's her husband?
It's just the three of them.
Yeah.
What's the three of them?
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
But what's her husband's name? What was her name?
Her name is Violet.
Violet. Yeah. What's her husband's name?
Well, she had the child out of wedlock.
Is your cousin
Hid the
also
identity. I know.
a vampire?
That.
Is your cousin also a vampire or a full-on?
I think he'd be full on.
Full on, yeah.
Because we've talked about me teasing him when I was younger by putting garlic in his bed.
So it was a vampire, but the identity remains unknown.
Got it.
Better not be Darren Bloodborne.
I'll ask about your grandparents later.
And so Niles has always been estranged from the main vampire enclave. Never be a part of that or to let his vampirehood define him because he never knew his vampire father. He tells you over the table, and you can see that he's like got a tear that's about to fall into his glass of blood wine as he says this. And when it falls in, the blood wine fills to the brim.
I'm just gonna pat him on the shoulder. It's okay.
The pure tears of a vampire. Suddenly it takes in his voice.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna kick the leg of his chair out from under him again when he says
Whoa!
that.
And yeah, then he goes back to normal. So yeah, at this point, Dago squeals his last squeal and steps down, and the hostess, a serpent woman, that you may know, Blake, as Sandoval Stevens, comes up and she says, "Yes, that was Dago Roberts." And next we have Signet Johnsbrook. And this little gnome sort of struts up. He's got a guitar that's about as tall as he is. And he climbs. Oh, and someone helps him, holds his guitar.
Yeah.
Well,
Thanks.
Don't
and
y'all
they have to adjust the microphone.
Small-sized stools. What the fuck is this?
No, I'm going to use these stools. Don't worry about it.
60% of the people in Sigil are under 4'3".
It's part of his act. Don't be weird.
I'm not being weird. I would
And
be
you can see
frustrated
that
if I were him.
now that you've said something, he looks down and he's like, "Oh," and he starts playing into it. He's a blues player. He's like a gnome that plays blues music. It's like kind of front porchy blues music. But you've kind of psyched him out.
I was on his side.
He does okay.
This was
but,
for him, fucker.
Yep, Signet Johnsbrook is up there, sweating it. And Toby Daly, after you kind of finish those dishes, and he says, "Hey, I'll talk to you in the back office, bud. Let's have a little word."
Sure, champ. Just give me one sec. And she's gonna she still has a deal going with the rats in this place after they did her a real solid. So she's just gonna accidentally drop some cheese, just a little bit behind the dishwasher, and then just go meet him in his office.
Pocket like sees Blake chatting it up with this person, and they go in the back, and he sees Russo chatting it up with their cousin. He just kind of starts pouting and sinks into his rainbow bowl.
You and Copernicus are like the only two. Like,
Yeah, Copernicus
Now
is
that-
also there
yeah.
with his rainbow bowl. Like,
Now that I've seen that
It's a
eyes are
little
no
fruity
longer
for my
on me, I'm
taste.
gonna go. Can I go to my father and see what's going on with him?
yes, but first, let us deal with the Toby Daly scene. Blake, Toby takes you into the back, and says, "Hey, I just wanted to say, like, thank you. I really appreciate you making an investment in on this place. I told you that it would be a big step, and it has been. It's helped kind of get us back on our feet, and change the perception. I hope that we've been doing this thing. It's like it's called a podcast, me and the other two primary owners, and we've just been rolling tape and setting out these broadcasts, and people are really kind of starting to pick up on it.
God.
I can
sounds
explain the
stupid.
premise and stuff like that later, but I would love it if you would consider it in a future term capacity.
I mean,
And also, before you answer, I just your stock has already paid a pretty significant dividend, and we've done well enough throughout the company that we can pay out to the primary shareholders. And I just wanted to give you this. And he hands you a satchel or a small sack with 125 gold pieces.
nice. Blake has to stop herself from going "Zooey Mama" like out loud. Cool. I mean, thank you. I appreciate this, and I'm gonna see. Do you need some reinvestment? Do we need to buy anything around here? Like,
And Toby says, well, there. What I would really like is if we could get some more quality red wine distribution, but most of the high end distributors sort of shut out people in this part of the city. They only want to do business in the ladies ward and in the market ward, or maybe the clerks ward at most, but they won't sell into the lower ward businesses. If there was a way that we could find these connections, even if it were through some kind of duplicitous means, that would be very helpful for my business.
oh, Toby, my lovely Toby Bobobi, you know I only have duplicitous means.
That's why we're talking about this, you and I.
Nice. Okay, I'll keep an ear out for that. Cheers. She's gonna hand like a decent amount of money back, just to like, I'm gonna say like 20 of that, like sack, just so like he can like buy things for the bar. Like if he embezzles it or takes it for his own, then Blake doesn't really care. It's Toby. Like she's cool with
You
it.
call it a tip or something like
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
I haven't been
He
around as much as I
says-
want to be.
He says, well, I'll put you on the subscription list, whatever that means.
Yeah, sign me and my friends up, you know.
Yeah, in a couple months, you'll get something in the mail from.
Box of Thin Mints, nice.
Also,
Cool.
you said keep an ear out, which is really funny. You don't have ears.
Yeah, I know. It's cool. It's an expression, you know.
Yeah.
She just picked it up.
I just thought it was funny.
Yeah,
Ironic.
but yeah, no, she's gonna tentatively agree to be on this podcast, but she's also gonna mention that she's quite a controversial figure, so maybe they can play into that a little bit, you know.
She or Toby says, "Yeah, we did a bit of that. I saw People's Court episode. Are you okay? You should stay away from the hive."
Now, I'm gonna go back there one day, you know. I gotta go to actual jail, but
I don't think that you should. I don't think that they'll put you in a cell. They're gonna try and take blood revenge.
blood revenge. Is that different from normal revenge? Like, wow.
A little bit bloodier, in my experience.
Damn. Well,
Yeah, I've seen real revenge. You get like poke, stab, poison, but blood revenge. Ooh,
Oh fuck.
not the
Okay.
same thing.
Get out.
Maybe I'll think twice about it. Thanks, my dude. And yeah, no, like that's all.
Oh yeah, no. People from the hive, if your name comes up around them, it is a sore subject. I'll tell you that.
Damn. I gotta do something about this, you know? I don't want to crash the brand. Maybe.
Well, your family, that is your family is noble. You know, the
Scourge of the
Sunnies
lower
have had,
class.
yeah, they've
No!
You
had their
are.
run-ins.
Butcher of the Hive.
I mean,
I'm
Alistair
not-
Sunny burned an entire village to kill the vampire lord Bismarck.
Oh, yeah.
Bismarck.
That's my dad.
Bismarcky, yes.
Bismarck QUI or QIX
Bismarck,
something.
we.
That started a lot of geopolitical issues too, like, huh?
It was a contributing factor in the breakdown of negotiations between that part of the Forgotten Realms.
Yeah, that's my dad for you. God. But yeah, thanks, Toby. What do I need? What do I need? Yeah, no, this is all good. Make sure everything's safe. And by the way, when I'm done with everything, I want to come back and like actually be here more. You know, I want to just maybe put the axe down for a bit and help out.
Yeah, I mean, we could always use the deep cleaning, scrubbing in the
Hell
hard to
yeah.
reach places, making a stock list of all the lost items and treasure that are left around. The deep trenches too would be helpful.
Blake's
The-
eyes just glaze over.
Yeah, she had pure intentions when she said it, but the moment Toby says all that, she's like, "Oh, yeah, we'll get there. We'll get there." And yeah, she's gonna kind of like, I suppose, like part ways with him.
Yeah, he's in his comfortable chair. You know that he's not getting up.
Hell yeah, Godspeed.
At the bar, you can see the wizard. When you come back into the room, you can see the wizard shouting his own name with the little raccoon on his shoulder. Several people have taken notice, and the bard actually stops in the middle of his song. And not
Blake
knowing
joined-
what to do, just gets
Yeah.
back into it.
Damn, that's sick. I think Blake, like, it's been established that Blake has a bit of a crush on Count Blackula, but I think she would probably be like too taken with that to notice that Russo's gone.
Mm-hmm. Did Russo step away?
I went to go see what my father was up to
Ah, yes, and
with the other bleakers.
And
you can see that
and
he's-
Pocket is pouting in his rainbow bowl.
he's just looking downtrodden into the reflection in a glass of cheap wine in a wooden mug. He looks over at you.
Okay.
My daughter? Hello, Russo. How have you been?
Better, probably, and worse. It's been a confusing few weeks. How have you been?
You look like you've been in battle.
Yeah, that too.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that. I wish that I could have been better. We're okay, safe after random attacks, presumably from the chaos attacks on different compounds. I think that they're just testing their metal for something else, though, something bigger than us. And caught in the crossfire again. The oppressed class permanently, but at least there's some dignity to it, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I hear that. Have you been back home recently? Have you spoken to Uncle?
No, my brother doesn't want to acknowledge the breakthrough that I had. And because I haven't dissolved all of my accounts, he thinks that I'm coming back. But it's mostly for his sake.
Okay, and so what brings you to this open mic tonight? Any fun plans?
And he says, well, there's this two-piece plays music. Always makes me smile.
That's good. It's good to have something to smile about. Yeah.
And it's at this point that Signet Johnsbrook finishes his set, and Sandoval Stevens comes back up, and she says, "That was wonderful, wonderful, Signet." Up next, we have Torella Binsquick. You can see a high elf woman with a flowing
guys?
white dress, golden filigree. She comes up. She has a human bard accompanying her with a mandolin, with a beautiful red instrument. And she begins singing these operatic songs, and she's much better. Her voice carries over even naturally, and whoever's sound puts just the right amount of like reverberance and a little bit of delay, and it's gorgeous. I won't
Pocket
attempt to
starts
do any
crying.
operatic singing.
Pocket starts crying.
Was this the band? Was this the
I'm imagining
music act
it's a
you're
bit
talking
like
about?
Vashti Bunyan style.
The only person at the table right now is Copernicus, right?
Copernicus is at the table. I guess that you were technically there. Didn't Blake come back and sit with everyone else?
I think Blake would be like around, but probably like, making herself busy. If she sees like Pocket crying, she'll be like, "Aw, cheer up, my dude," and she'll get him like another bowl, maybe. Just like,
Yeah, I'm like
It's okay.
sitting at the bottom of this bowl, like with my knees up to my chest.
yeah.
And, like,
But he thinks
I'm like
over
laying
and
on my side, and I just drink up the last bit, and I float out of the bowl into the next one.
replenish your water, little fish. Cool.
And Edward says, "No, not her. Though she has a beautiful voice, wouldn't you say?"
Yes, it's tear jerking.
It is very sad. Well, I can't say that I've heard much of your adventures, but I would assume that you've been very busy, and you must have traveled far and wide in the plains.
Yes,
this point. By the looks of your gear.
I've had quite the adventure. I met a group of people. I'm actually here with them tonight. We lost a couple of them, and now I suppose we're prospective interns for some adventuring guild. And I don't think you've been home. I don't know if you'd know what's going on with that, but that's just a mess.
Not at all.
I wish I could be as carefree as you.
Well, just remember, family isn't everything. Especially to those who would have it be such.
I'll bear it in mind.
I would that you did that, if you were still my daughter.
Just gonna ignore that.
I like to think Blake would come by with like a drink for Russo and then like see that she's sitting with someone who's clearly her dad and just like 180 away. Just like, what?
And he says, "Excuse me," and he goes off to the bathroom.
Just hear all these bleakers.
Yeah, the bleakers all sort of like look over, like, what was that?
Oh.
I'm just gonna awkwardly drink my drink.
I think if any like more dancey music comes on, Blake would like invite Pocket up to dance. which would be really hard to choreograph because you're a small person in a bowl, but it would be fun. What? No?
Just dance near Pocket.
Pocket's tiny, so it's not like they would have much choice if you just picked them up.
I'm not gonna do that. That would be an invasion of your, I don't know, personal space. You got your own little bubble and she'll hit the bowl. Like,
Ding!
yeah. Cool. Bit put out. She'll probably like.
Big cheers up a little bit, but he doesn't really get up and dance or anything.
Oh, Operation Cheer Up Pocket is now a go. I've got to do something. Well, have you considered singing? Maybe like.
I just saw your message, and I think that it's fine that you might the other characters.
Sorry,
There is a sentimentality.
Sorry, you're cutting in and out for me just a little bit. Say that again.
I said that the other characters might be able to notice that there's like a sentimentality that comes up Pocket. I just read your message.
No, yeah, I just sent it.
And I think that that's fine. That makes perfect sense to me, whether it was past tense or present tense. If you wanted them to be here, etc.
I don't know if that's. It's just an idea. I just wanted to throw out there, something I wanted to play with.
All right.
They might not be here, but you, at least the memory of this person is strong in this scene.
I think Blake, in an attempt to cheer Pocket up, will start telling him details about her mum. Just like, yeah. Just like occasionally, just like, yeah, so my mom. I got my love of baseball from her. She's pretty cool. Actually, when it comes down to it.
What's baseball?
Oh, it's the world's worst sport as voted in Times magazine. It's
the Sigil Times, yeah.
Yeah, the Sigil Times. It's that thing I beat Strahd in.
Oh, nice.
You know, and like she'll just explain like, you know, like odd bits and tidbits that kind of like could work with a vampire narrative, like for romance. It's like her and my dad don't even sleep in the same room anymore because he's been teleported away, but still, it's kind of weird.
In your head, the narrator voice in those long, cold nights, sitting alone in the coffin.
Yeah,
oh shit! Are we supposed to be doing something? What are we doing here?
Yeah, I thought we were just like waiting for time to pass so that we could go to this trial.
Oh, right.
You do have multiple hours, and Astrid
Yeah.
is also here. Blake, you were be passing this time with
Oh,
Astrid, and
Astrid!
and she's just been politely kind of listening to the music. She says, "I really like
I
it."
imagine at some point, like when you're telling me about your family, I would have just turned to her and started like berating her with questions again.
Oh no!
And she says, "Yeah, Mom can be very impulsive, but she won't make a decision without consulting those closest to her."
Yeah, she was a real softie under all that. Just fucking sucks to know her still.
Now, wait. Correct me if I'm wrong. Didn't you... When y'all went to go meet with your parents, who was it that tried to kill Russo? Is that a thing that happened?
Yeah, that was Alistair.
And
It was
dad.
Alistair,
did he
yeah.
consult with your mother after that? Or before that? Like on that decision?
No.
So, interesting. Write that down. She'll consult with the family, but he won't. Interesting. See who thinks they wears the pants and who... Yeah, it's interesting.
Russo is just getting like increasingly fidgety, waiting for her father to get back.
I think like while we're waiting for your father to get
You're
back,
still
like,
sitting with the Bleakers?
Yeah.
Oh no!
At
Like,
one point,
just,
one
like,
of them
awkwardly
says, "That
tapping
table
my leg."
is reserved for somebody." We were...
I'm sorry, I appear to be having some problem hearing you over all this music.
You did
Connection.
cut out on the last
Yeah, you
sentence.
did.
Yeah.
Oh, they were expecting someone.
okay.
Dickhead.
And I'll leave. But I'm gonna pick up the chair and take it to the other table.
Nice. Drag it loudly.
Yeah. I'm going back to sit with my cousin, and I assume where the others are.
Yeah, and it's about at this point. It hasn't been terribly long, maybe half an hour. Torella goes and sits down, and Sandoval Stevens comes back up and says, "Okay, now we have another act for you. You may know them, or you may not. But either way, up next is Park Ride."
Shut up. I will be right back. I'm
And-
sorry. 1 sec.
It's fine. And a half kind of poofy hair, and a medium-sized human woman, blonde curly hair. She has a ukulele, and he has looks like a wooden, like a real wood-bodied guitar, different splatters on it. And they start singing these really curious and crude songs about sex and violence, mostly.
It's adorable.
Oh man. I think this would be the point where Blake and Astrid Blake invites Astrid to come up to dance, and like it's quite forceful. Like not forceful, but it's a kind of like embarrassing sister, like, oh come on, we're dancing. You know? Like,
And let's see. They both roll very well in their performance checks, and they're sort of in their element. And Astrid is not. She is really awkward dancing. You can tell that she's so uncomfortable. Like she's trying, and it's like she just doesn't know how.
I think Blake would be trying to make sure that she's having fun with it. Like,
Yeah.
like if she seems like she's floundering, Blake would
Kind of throw her around.
yeah, literally, just like.
Yeah, and some other people start dancing around, digging in. Some people know the song and/or the band.
Nice. If Ollie's
So,
there, then
yeah.
he gets a fucking round. Fucking love Ollie.
Ollie is not there, notably.
No! This place has gone downhill.
Yeah, and Astrid says, "So did you were talking about drop on Strahd. Is that something that you're planning on? Do you want to go to the phylacteries while I'm doing this meeting, or are you going to come to the Jester's Court?
Yeah, like I
You
think
need
Blake
to
would
have
be
a
like,
plan either way."
I wanted to do the phylacteries, but everybody wants to go to the court. Plus, I don't think I could leave you there. Not on your own. I think I have a plan, and you're a better representative of the Sunny family than I am. So, I'll go as my own party, you know?
You might be able to sit in on the meeting, but just don't say anything, okay?
I think that's maybe not a good idea. For the first time in a long while, I feel like I have something to say to these people. Something compelling.
Now, Blake, I'm not trying to dissuade you. I just want you to remember
Pocket is suddenly there over your shoulder.
Yeah, he's been listening in.
exactly how the People's Court went whenever you opened your beak.
Yeah, but that was, I hate to say it, that was the People's Court.
That's what I'm saying. That was the People's Court. That was nothing. This is real.
Exactly. And I'm taking it seriously. And plus, there's a guy I hate on the other side of this. I'm motivated. Trust me.
Rizzo notices everyone grouped together, so she grabs Count Blagula by the arm and drags him to the dance floor.
Niles.
And sort of like hip bumps
You
him
can see
into
that he
Blake.
gets right into
I
it.
think Blake gets really fucking awkward around Count Blagula.
Yeah.
Just like...
Wacky
kind of
inflatable
like
arm,
a
man.
little bit. Like,
Yeah, that's his thing.
oh, fuck yeah.
Niles, yeah. It's just how I dance.
You get the feel of the
It's
rhythm,
just how I
man.
dance. Oh my god. If he wasn't married to like Vampire Maris, he would be Blake's.
Cause it's the
Oh
rhythm
yeah,
of the
he does have a
night.
vampire Maris. No one's ever seen
Yeah.
What?
Vampire
Maris.
Maris.
I don't know what that is.
The name of his partner
Oh.
in the show,
Oh.
the wife
Yeah.
of Niles on Frasier.
Oh.
But yeah, like she's a legendary character. You never see her on screen. They're only in descriptions, like a horror movie monster.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I think like Blake would clue Russo in on this, just being like, "Hey, we're probably gonna have to speak at this thing. I definitely want to speak. That cool with you?"
I don't think probably gonna have to is the operative term, and more like you're going to.
Yeah. Well, we're killing Strahd. I hate to say it.
Yeah, right.
Okay,
You're an
but
important part of this. Like, I can't
what
hide it.
does Copernicus say about you guys went there or you tried to get in there before?
Oh yeah, he wanted to see the inside.
Copernicus says there's supposed to be different art, murals, different artifacts that are collected on the property that supposedly tell stories or are related to different parts of lore related to the city and the founding of Sigil itself. I've been going to Dit's books. The research is very intensive and the stakes are really high. It's a lot of forbidden knowledge, as far as I
Stakes.
understand.
You need someone to look after you while you do
Sorry.
that. Blake will say like mid dance, maybe like it's just like this entire conversation happens while everyone's dancing.
Yeah, everyone's like
My
doing their
rainbow
thing.
bowl is just like floating up and down to the beat of the music,
Mm, that's exactly like Blake is into that. Yeah.
like an old cartoon.
Yeah, it's surprisingly folk punky.
Fuck yeah.
That's what I would say. Looking back, I've been listening to a little bit of Park Ride lately.
But yeah, does Copernicus need a bodyguard? Because if he's going to be leaving the court to go do his own thing, like someone's going to have to look after him.
He says, well, Astrid says that it's not a great idea to go walking court and anywhere that you're not led by the people, you could end up somewhere random. Like it's the most common presumption is that the rooms themselves are randomized. So it doesn't matter which door, there's not like a right or wrong door you can go into. It's just a sheer spin of the luck.
Also, Copernicus isn't going off and doing shit by himself. He has a Horcrux, and that's not leaving our side. Right?
Astrid also tells you that usually there are two different types of games at the court. There are fighting games and there are gambling games. And it's good to do one or the other, but not both. That the jester, Jeremo the Natterer, as he's more commonly known, typically is kindlier to people who do the fighting, but he respects people who do the gambling. Win, lose, or draw.
Okay.
That it is kind of an essential. It's an essential part of the experience of going to the. You have to participate for the amusement of the courtiers, for the visiting, guests across the plains. And as a testament to the other members who are participating in the negotiation. It's all part of the drama.
Oh, very cool. So when you say fighting games, do they have like Street Fighter? And she's gonna like nudge Astrid.
And
Not cool.
she-
We know you beat up street people. We get it.
Yeah,
Oh,
Copernicus
God.
says, yeah, that was in really bad taste. That's like funny.
You're really leaning into this villain of the people thing.
Yeah.
No, I just play Ryu, dude.
You're the
Like,
sword to the hive at this rate.
God.
I've got friends in the hive.
Oh my God, Blake is like full on blushing under the feathers, just like, not in front of Niles, dude. Stop it.
I was just dancing away.
Yeah, cool. But yeah, I guess we plan here. Like, does anyone have any plans specifically they want to make for like this event?
Give me the give me the checklist. Like so?
Copernicus says, "Yeah, we need to figure out what it is that we're trying to."
Why do we need to go to the meeting?
To see if we can make peace between our families.
And when
Oh,
we can't, we do the rest of the list, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
So we should probably just scratch that one off the list and get to work, right? We don't have a lot of time.
I say we try and get the Vampiric Council against Strahd. I think it'll be easier than it looks.
That
I don't know a lot
maybe is
about this
plausible.
vampire stuff. I don't know a lot about Strahd. Mostly what I know is the cheesy slash fiction novels that I've read, and even
that
just
you've
from
read, sure.
what? Yeah, what do you wait? What do you mean? You're incredulous that I would have read these romantic novels?
I'm incredulous that you just read them, considering you've been writing one about my uncle and her mother.
You think I'm just gonna jump into a genre without having any experience? Come on.
Okay, this is completely off topic. Sorry.
I'm just saying that I think this guy pulls more water than you think he does.
Oh, he does. That's why the Vampiric Council need us to make sure he's, off the cards. If there's a coup that's going on, they're not
Okay.
going to get a better shot
How do you
than
convince him
us.
of that? Pretend I'm the Vampiric Council. Pretend Russo's the Vampiric Council, more appropriately.
Copernicus says, "Bleh, the Vampire Council."
Oh god,
So-
your esteemed vampireliness. Suckinesses. Hello. Anyway, jokes
I'm very
aside.
unconvinced.
Oh
Jokes
yeah,
aside.
and then they look over at you, Ruth.
Yeah.
Oh my
So insensitive.
Yeah, it is. We like immediately pull our lips down. Oh shit. Me and Copernicus.
I mean, Niles is here. He's more vampire than I am. Yeah.
Niles just a sensitive soul. He's more than a
Back
vampire.
turned to us. He's not paying attention to any of this.
Sell me this
Oh.
pen.
He's one of those car wash people. But
Yeah.
Blake's basically gonna make the point of who is the second most powerful vampire group in Barovia?
There's
Yeah.
another vampire group in Barovia?
Fucking exactly.
Oh.
Do you think Strahd is gonna take another authority in any space he's in?
Do you-
This is just another land for him to dominate.
So, Derek, I need to ask here. I know all, all the main canon about Strahd. I don't know how much Pocket knows about it being his prison and the great powers keeping him there for perpetuity, and not
Make a
really
history check.
his choice whether or not there are other vampires there. It's his prison. It's,
Oh, I think Blake would have clued you in that that's no longer the thing in here. That he's allowed to join Sigil.
17.
Might be able to.
I got a 17 history.
You would probably know that at least the lore is that Strahd can't leave Barovia. That it is the realm that he is the
I
kind
know
of dominator of.
I know Pocket's brought that up multiple points in the past and has been hand waved about it. So he's caught on to that at this point.
Yeah.
We should also probably clue the council in that we have an alternative plan to deal with Strahd.
Right. What was
And
it?
I mean, who is he to deal with business in Sigil?
Yeah, he's also being crowdfunded by Nag Hazal and the king of the cross trade. And to be honest, I feel like the Vampiric Council, they don't need him.
What faction do you think Strahd would align with? Because that's the only way he's going to get by in this city.
That's a good question. Oh my
The
god.
Bleakers?
Copernicus says he seems like a classic bleaker, doesn't he?
Right?
He is a
Really
Blake.
hope not.
Depends if he's in a manic episode or a depressive one,
Here,
he
Pocket-
changes.
Pocket pulls out a little handbook. Let's see.
Second handbook.
It's it's one of those which faction are you quizzes? And I'm like, all right, I'm gonna pretend I'm
Yeah.
Strahd and I'm gonna fill this out real quick.
I have time for this.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right. Yeah. Bleakers. There's no
And then
meaning to it
Park
all.
Ride ends their set. They say, "Thank you, everyone. We've been Park Ride." Park ride. Ride or
Woo!
die.
Ride or die.
I don't know if he's a bleaker. Bleakers are all like, it doesn't matter. There's no meaning in the multiverse. Meh.
It
I think we
depends.
heard Strahd say some stuff like that, word for word.
I haven't heard anything from his mouth. You guys know better than I do, so.
Russo is now looking around to see if her father is back.
No.
Did your Blake tries not to call him Dilf. Did your dad skip out?
I don't know.
Damn, dude.
Does someone want to check?
Do you want me
I
to
don't
check?
want- Yeah, I mean, I guess you own this, or you don't own this, but you run this
Yeah.
place.
I can go into the men's bathroom if I like. It's my floor.
I'm just gonna stand awkwardly by the door while you do this.
Blake will
That's
walk-
my boundary.
Cool. So how does this happen? Like, how does
When
this
you
go
make it
down?
into the bathroom, Blake, Sonny, you can see that the window has been swung open all the way. There's like a top way that someone could crawl out if they wanted to.
I'm gonna poke the
oh.
door open. So, how's it going?
Give me a second. Someone
Okay.
left a mess. Probably not your dad. So Blake
sure.
No
needs to
sign
think
of
of
the
a good lie.
vampire.
Huh?
No sign of the vampire.
I think Blake will take a second to think of a lie, and then she'll open a door to Russo and be like, "Yeah, dude, he just left. The window is open, and he's not in here. I'm really sorry, dude."
That's very strange.
I've done this quiz
It's
3
shitty.
times, and it keeps coming out, like, split between 3 factions. This is crazy.
I mean,
The Aethar, the Fated, and the Bleakers. I mean, he kind of fits into all the categories. It's up in
Copernicus
the
says-
air.
did,
Oh,
did he
wow.
leave because of me?
I don't think it's because of you. Maybe it's because of me.
He was waiting for a band to come on.
Russo, make an insight check.
15.
Your insight tells you that when your dad gets into a certain state of melancholy, he sort of runs off on his own. You think that he probably turned into a bat and left. He's like
Bat!
weirdly ashamed.
Oh no.
Oh,
Oh, buddy. Like,
okay.
what a piece of shit, my dude. I'm really sorry.
You have a strained relationship with your dad because of stuff like this.
Yeah.
Shit.
You
He
hadn't
got
really
really
talked to him
weird
in
after my mum
months.
left or died.
Yeah.
I don't really know what happened to her.
You don't know what happened to your... Jesus.
He kind of
Russo.
gave everything up.
Oh, let me get you a
It's
drink.
it's a complicated relationship we have.
Does, like, Russo seem particularly put out, like, in need of a drink or anything? Or support?
I'm gonna guess she's more confused than anything.
Okay,
And
yeah.
probably just accepts this for what it is.
I think, yeah, Blake would be cool with, like, you know, just being in there in case, like, Russo needs it. But before she goes, she's like, "Hey, Astrid." And she'll point to, like, the men's urinals that are, like, standing up, and she'll be like, "Fucking weird, right?"
And Astrid says, yeah, what a shitty move.
Yeah, dude, like, my god. My bar. Shouldn't even have these things.
I hope the bard Yao Wang Tang Mang shows up sometime.
Cool.
Mm.
But yeah.
So Sandoval Stevens goes back up and she says, well, that's the end of the list so far. I will go back around now and it's time for my turn. And like apparates a this crazy flying V
Ooh.
just poof, right in her
Oh,
midst.
yeah.
And she just starts going at it. This is the land. Da, da, da. Singing the song. Da, 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 da.
I like to think the bar staff are all going fucking nuts at this. They love it. They like supporting
Yeah.
each other. Like,
And she rolls an 18 on the die, so she's
Nice.
just grooving
oh, fuck yeah.
with her modifier.
Cool. Alright. So I guess yeah, Blake's just willing to pass the time with kind of like Astrid until like the court happens. I don't think I have anything else I need to do around here.
Okay.
Unless Mothman shows up, in which case I'll kick him out.
You don't see Mothman.
Good.
And you're told actually by Niles that there is a that there's a ventilation system that's been set up by Tallow Dusk Ranger.
Tallow. Chad.
Just in case. Wow. And it's at this point that you notice the random slod from the Bones of the Night kind of slicking his way in through the crowd. He makes a couple of passes. You probably don't need to roll too high in your perception roll, your intuitive sense to know what's going on. You remember Bass buying Morglorp from this guy.
Oh, this guy. Oh,
God.
man. Oh, I wish I was best.
Like I think like Blake would tell everyone like, don't look, that guy used to deal my friend Morglorp.
Oh my
Like-
god, that's horrible.
Yeah.
Copernicus
It was
says,
a dark time in our lives.
Did I do any Morglorp? I don't even remember.
I think you did.
Okay, look,
but
it's
I
not-
don't remember either.
Okay, everyone
Wow, that was-
does a little more glorp at some point. It's Sigil. I mean, come on. But I mean, like, dealing? That sounds like your friend had a problem.
And there wasn't a little, that was a lot. It was a lot.
I mean,
So Deidus must have gave it to me.
I could buy a drip every couple of months and be fine, but like, you know, deal. Whoa.
Eventually when he makes another pass, like Blake will just be like, okay, dude, hey, what do you want? Nice to see you. This is my bar. How are you doing?
And
You
he
own this
says,
place?
you know, I keep it pretty tight with Tallow. He's actually been helping me find what I've been looking for every, just when I'm dry. How are you doing?
Oh,
Not
I'm
bad,
good. I'm
There's
well
some-
off the sauce.
I've got some really crazy seeds brought in from the Iscardian World Tree. It's like nothing you've ever experienced, man.
Oh, damn, dude. But my doors of perception are firmly on their hinges right now, my dude. But I appreciate the offer.
Right. Well, you don't have to tell this slod twice. I'm gonna be on my way.
Thank you.
What's that guy's name?
Huh?
What's that guy's name?
I don't know if you've ever gotten his name.
His name's the Slodge, dude. That's just what everyone calls him.
Right.
Blake's making that up. You can clearly tell. Like,
Yeah, he probably does have a name, but with those vibes, I don't think he was going to be very forthcoming. With
Yeah,
it.
I'm right with you. I'm right with you, Blake. Like maybe another time, but you put it pretty well. My doors of perception are firmly on their hinges right now,
cool.
and by that I mean like those hinges are about to bust.
Oh no! Damn. Cool. But yeah, like,
So, is there anything else that you want to get done before?
Okay, we need
know-
to finish this checklist. Okay, so we're not.
Oh yeah,
crossing off-
Astrid says
Oh, yeah.
even if you make it through these negotiations, you're gonna have to have a plan of action, getting where you want to go.
Okay,
into the
so we need
multiverse,
three
these
places.
Blackeries.
3 places we need to go: Hell, Barovia, and the Prime.
yeah.
All right, how do we want to order that?
I say Prime, Hell, Barovia.
Because that's where Strahd is,
Yeah.
presumably.
Like, the Prime's fucked right now. So,
and Hell is always fucked.
Hell is always fucked. So it's not going to get any easier, but
So
passes.
the one of the phylacteries is at the Amber Temple, which is technically in the Shadowfell, more so than the Prime.
No,
Oh,
But
that's
there
fine.
is an
I
there's
thought
a
that was
like an
Barovia.
iteration.
I thought Amber Temple was in Barovia.
It is in Barovia, but
Okay.
Barovia is in the Shadowfell.
Yeah. Okay, what's the
Mhm.
third place we have to go?
So there's the Shadowfell. There is this area, but the Forest of Destitution between Hell and the Abyss. The Wand is
The
a
one, that's right.
phylactery, but there are also 3 in Strahd's castle: his person, his necklace, and the heart.
Yeah. I say we do the heart last. We get this done as quickly as possible. We'll do it. We'll keep hell as like kind of a buffer zone because time passes well slow there. You know.
And Astrid says it may be better to go to the Amber Temple of the Material Plane rather than through into the Shadowfell and then transfer over into Barovia when Strahd isn't, doesn't expect it.
If that's
Oh,
how the place
smart.
works, sure. I don't have that kind of working knowledge.
Astrid would have that kind of knowledge, and she does know that there's a manifestation of the Amber Temple that exists in the Material Plane and Shadowfell, and there's a portal between them somehow.
How are we going to destroy the wand after, you know, before we kill Strahd, or are we going to do it after?
I think that you may remember Omen saying that the wand would be helpful to destroy the other phylacteries, some of
Yeah.
them.
Is it something we can destroy after we kill Strahd, or do we have to do it before we go fight him?
You're not sure. You think that if you did destroy it, Strahd would probably be weaker. You would need Astrid tells you that the easiest way to destroy an artifact like that would be with a truly consecrated weapon or something like that, with a
Damn.
blessed fighter like a high level paladin or a cleric.
Oh shit, Elsha!
We don't know where she is. We lost
We don't
her.
know where she is.
You don't know
Okay.
where she is.
We need to buy a access to a spell. We need to have someone cast a spell for us so we can try and find Elsha.
How much money you got?
I don't.
What you want?
I don't know if it helps at all, but I still have this that she gave me, and I'm gonna pull out some holy water, which I think is magical.
Oh wow, that's some
This could
holy
help.
water.
This could help. We may need one of her possessions. It's possible. So this will be helpful. Hopefully.
A light radiates from the holy water.
Trying to
it'll pull it out.
remember what the spell is. Communication. Because I know there's a way. Let's.
I wish we still had the Quicksilver.
Copernicus says we might be able to, if we find that guy Lamarck Forlman, get some of the fake stuff.
Oh,
Lamarck?
The gnome
Oh,
that Bass said he loved chasing.
I
Yeah.
forgot about that guy.
Okay.
Hmm.
We just need
Bass was his biggest fan.
We just need an old-fashioned sending spell. It's the best we can do right now.
Okay. Will money help this? Because I can give you some.
It should be pretty cheap. It's a 3rd level spell. I just don't know it myself. Actually,
Sorry.
do I? Let me see. Let me check my spell book. No. I always use stones, but we would need if we could just if we could just get me access to sending, I could just try and be like, yo, Elsha, are you in Sigil? And if no, then crosses her off the list for time being.
Okay, cool. That can happen. We're also going to talk to this Vistani dude. He's definitely going to want to help us.
Madam Ava.
Madam Ava. Oh God, wait. Who's the Vistani guy that like Blake knew who had the Ring of Warmth?
He wasn't a Vistani.
Oh, he wasn't. Okay, my bad.
Or Artist Sibber, is that who you're talking about? No, I'm
I
sorry.
think we met him at the Vistani camp, but yeah. we wasn't-
Artist, yeah, that was someone else.
Oh, yeah,
I
you're
think she
They-
blew dust in my face. Or maybe that was a dream. It was
right.
a
You might be
wild
thinking of the
time.
Dark Elves who had a camp in Barovia,
Mm,
I was.
the
Yeah,
Dusk
yeah, yeah.
Elves.
the Dusk
Okay.
Elves, yeah.
So
Artist
there are
came
two
on.
people we can go for sending with. We'll tell them to meet us at, I suppose, the Shadowfell, because that's the first place we'll be going.
Is it? I thought we were going to Hell first.
Okay, Hell. Then we'll tell them to meet us in Hell. They'll be useful there.
Astrid says, and how do you exactly plan on getting to hell? How do you know you'll be
We're
able to
in this-
reliably?
We're in the City of Doors. We go purchase the information on the door and key. Come on. There's
Alright.
literally a
Yeah.
building dedicated to this information in the city.
It's true.
This
it's
is
true.
Yeah.
We just got to be quick
Also,
about it.
yeah,
In
just
fact,
on reflex, Ruzo's. Can I have a look around, see if I recognize anyone? I don't expect to see Lamarck here, but
where are we?
You
I thought we were
don't
still at
see
the bar.
Lamarck here
okay.
at the Grim Journeyman. No.
Yeah, I'm keeping my eye out for him now. If we could find that gnome, maybe we could get some more Quicksilver.
There's more?
Yeah, I think there was like
You had
Uh,
two different versions of it at one point or the other. There was the real
I've never seen this stuff.
version and
Or
the
have I?
copycat.
Yeah, I know I've seen some. Excuse me.
Because you got rid of the copycat version and had the real one, or you used the copycat version, and the real one had more charges than you figured.
Yeah, but did that stuff ever work the way you wanted it to?
no,
Sometime.
not when I was around.
So yeah, I'd rather have a consistent key and door, preferably a two-way one. You're muted, David. You're muted, Blake.
David?
Ooh, it wasn't showing as muted.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello.
Nice. What was I saying? Oh yeah, just saying that like we're just gonna have to kind of we're gonna have to bribe our way through this with some garnishes, but no, that's fine. We just got paid.
Mhm.
Sick one.
Okay, let's go to the Hall of Information and see if we can't just track down a simple key and door there. And if that isn't the easiest way, we go somewhere where a bunch of devils hang out.
Mm-hmm.
I know a couple of places.
Just... Cool. So if you want to go to the Hall of Information, it's about, well, it's all the way on the other side of town is the only thing. Even with a cabbie, it would be quite the journey. And your meeting is in the ladies' ward.
Can I perhaps roll a history check to see if I know any little shortcut portals
Yeah,
through the city?
go ahead.
I want to. I didn't roll well on the die. I'm gonna see if I have. Something to help with that. I'm gonna. I'm gonna chrono shift myself and re-roll this. Yeah, that's better. 21.
Yeah, 21 is enough. You know, the associates with the Hall of the Information typically have portals that run and the key is just an empty piece of parchment. You can get into the Hall of Information through um, different. It's typically gateways and academic buildings. You are in the central district now, so the closest one would probably be attached to the mortuary, the Academy of Death, the Hades of followers of Hades, University of Hades.
Okay. Okay, we have our plan. We're gonna go try and find a portal to hell, and then go to the. I guess before we do all that, we gotta go to this meeting, right?
Yeah,
You know
sounds good to me.
that there is also the Hell Gate, which is just around here, and at the Gathering Dust, there are plenty of demons and devils who like to hang out there.
Right.
Cool.
But should we
We also
track?
have
Should we track down the information for this portal before or after the meeting? We might get sucked into the portal if we track it down too soon.
I say we track it in after. Plus, I've got a friend who's in the Temple of Hades, who can maybe help us out here,
Okay. I'll be right back.
and we do. Emerald finally returns.
Can I also take?
Emil,
Yeah,
Emerald, my bad.
back in a moment.
it's all good. About to be winding down, anyways.
Nice.
Hello.
Hey.
Hi. So, what is the plan? Where are we?
We're going to the court. The court.
Before we
court?
go, I'm gonna shout to Blackula, be like, "Hi, we're going now. We're going to hell. Before that, we're going to a family reunion. See ya."
And Niles shouts out, it's basically the same thing, right? Hey!
Hey.
Very good. So the group of you managed to make it back out on the streets. And if there's nothing else, I guess you can pass through. What's your kind of conversation? Do you have any preps? Astrid again tells you to be careful about either gambling or fighting, but not doing both. You remembering that you're all being watched, and Jeremo is a rather particular and insane
What's the
sort.
fighting like? Is it one-on-one group fights? What is it?
One-on-one exclusively.
And what's the gambling like?
And the gambling, typically, most of the tables are either, blackjack, different card games.
I'm torn. I don't know if I want to count cards or set someone on fire.
I say we're going to need our strength.
Astrid says, "Well, yeah, there is always the chance that the negotiations will go south and we have to fight some vampires.
Do we just pick one, or is it like one for everyone, or one for the whole team?
It would be one per individual.
Now,
And
I'm leaning more
why
towards
would I have
gambling.
to participate? I really have no part in this meeting.
it's true, and only people who are like officially participating have to. No one has to. These are just the unspoken rules of the court.
I mean, you could because it's fun, but
No.
I'd also
I'm
appreciate
just
the help.
no. I'm
Things known to courtiers.
no. I'm trying to eke out what the etiquette of this is. Is there an
I
audience?
see.
Like,
There is an audience.
Right,
You
so-
are among the audience.
I'm just
Right?
not trying to be
There- it's a-
presumptuous. I don't want.
It's a revolving door of courtiers, people who are there as associates with the factions who are meeting, and representatives of the city, and spies, and waiting staff,
Look,
etc., etc.
I'll help in a fight if it comes down to it, and if I need to get in there and get my hands dirty, I will. I'm just saying that, like, I really don't understand this situation, and I don't think me being part of it is going to help you.
Well, I
Well
mean,
said. I couldn't have put it better myself, says Copernicus.
I'm winging it. Ha ha ha! I flutter my wings.
Okay,
Nice.
well, I mean, there's nothing stopping you two from doing your own thing here.
I want to go inside and check out stuff, though.
Look, we're business associates now, all right, under AC Inc. So I guess your business is my business. I just I don't always get it. I can't wait for this personal shit to be done so we can start working on some real business stuff.
Yeah.
That's the last time I'm gonna mention it. It won't be. I'm gonna say that though. Yeah. So as soon as we're done with all this family stuff, both of it, that'll be like. I want to make
Okay,
money.
but I mean, I don't
wanna
think
make-
we actually have any missions at the moment. This is kind of our mission.
I know. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Your
That's what I'm saying.
secondary mission would
Look.
be to acquire whatever Evelyn of Shar knows about the spell plague.
Right.
This information is incredibly valuable to Omidron.
No, I'm just saying. Well, this conversation needed to happen, and at this point, I'm here for y'all, but also ready to make some real money.
Yeah, same. I'm ready to have my body back, This blood curse sucks.
Blake says, and then throws up some necrotic bile.
Ew, that doesn't look healthy.
It's not, dude. I've gotta wait so long to get it fixed. Yeah, don't worry about it. Let's just get this over with.
So we're going to the Hall of Information.
Yeah. Oh wait, no, we're going to the
The
whole.
Justice-
Oh, yeah, we're doing that
Going to the
first.
Justice Court.
Yep.
Cool, this-
And yeah, so you leave the open mic to continue at the Grim Journeyman, with the promise of eventually showing Toby Daly's podcast. She hasn't even told you the name of. You might not even know what a podcast is.
Yeah, no, Blake definitely has an inkling of what a podcast is, but she hopes it's secretly cooler or different.
Yeah. And your run through the streets are uneventful. We can say that you grab a cabbie, and eventually you're able to make it to the massive compound, the 8 towers, large black walls surrounding the Jester's Court. And as you arrive, Astrid goes up and knocks in the prescribed manner, and a very small door opens in from the gate that's just like the right size for all of you, and there is what looks like a jester dressed up in purple, like a purple jester's outfit with a hat with different clinking bells on it. They sort of poke their head up and they say, yes, hello, yes.
Hey, yeah, the Sunny family and the
Blagoviches.
Well, yeah, coming together. Oh, how very, very interesting. Yes,
And I'm
come,
Pocket.
come. And
Oh yeah,
Pocket, yes. Good.
And Copernicus.
One. Ooh, yes, wand. Copernicus. I mean, come this way with me.
And Leo.
Oh, yes, and Leo is on the shoulder.
He's not an intruder. Alright, cool.
And the group of you begin to make your way up towards the obscenely bladed and ominous looking court of the jester, and that is where we will stop for tonight.
Sick
Hey.
one. That was really good. I like that session.
Nice little transition.
Very cute session.
We had a lot of real like family stuff happening though, like
Yeah.
with Niles and Edward.
I've got Ruser's immediate family tree.
Yeah.
That was a lot.
I
That's
should.
the
I
most
should
I've
have done
ever
it
been
last
put on
time.
the spot
I should
as
have
a
done it last
DM.
time for Blake.
No,
Oh shit!
dude.
I have to make sure
one's
that I
even-
know
one's
all
even
these
more
names
intricate, I think.
and their relationship to each other and what they're like. And
Hey, if you want, I can make a Blake Sack family tree. It is all gonna be Buffy references, but like,
I have a list of people who are based in the Sunny family,
oh god,
members of Blake's
oh yeah,
family, actually. So I can send that to you, and you can fill it out and add people or revise things as you wish.
sure, yeah, I don't mind that. The dynasty.
Yeah. Because I've got Alistair and Susan. Obviously, your sister Willow, who you met, Edwin and Derwish, who I believe you both met.
Fucking love
Re-
Edwin, my favorite.
Regina Violet Cloak, the main secretary. Jeeves, the butler.
Jesus
And
Christ.
then there is one person associated with the property that you don't know.
Mm.
And then
Imagine if Jeeves and
Astrid,
Igor met.
I know.
It would be just the most gossip. It would be awful to listen to. Every
Yeah.
family secret. Just
Oh my god.
Astrid, your sister who does monster hunting, and then Tallulah, your sister who is a gardener of orchids.
No, there has to be some sort of Butler's Union or Butler's Illuminati, and so like Jeeves and Igor, they do know each other. Like it is,
Yeah,
that's
they're
right.
like bosom
they are the
buddies.
fulcrum of information exchange in Sigil.
yeah. Every report on the Sunnies or vampire or like the like Blagoviches secretly comes from them. You know, like I'd love that.
They're the butlers are the ones who are truly in control of the city.
That seems very fitting. Anyways, I guess that is our adventure. Thank you all for joining us and listening, and we'll see you next time.
Bye bye.